Good morning and happy Canada Day. As you can see, I'm in red. Thank goodness for Riley's red. I don't have a Happy Canada Day t-shirt, but I had a red t-shirt and I'm gonna put on white shorts, so I'll be in color. But I wanted to give you a quick update about yesterday. So after I finished my telephone call and it poured rain and we were trapped inside, finally the rain stopped about, I don't know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. The rain stopped, so we decided to go on that doggy tour that ChatGPT planned for us. So yeah, went to the first park. It was great. We parked there. Well, the first one was actually just kind of a drive-by along the Rideau canal. No place to park, so didn't stop. Then we went to Lansdowne Park, and that one seemed promising. So I parked and we walked over to the Rideau canal, took some video and walked around a bit. Avery did his little business, and then we headed back to the car to go to the next stop. The next stop was just another park next to the Rideau Canal. I'm like, all right, no point stopping here. And then the next one actually was ironic because it took us on this parkway, and we're on this parkway like it's all, there's no stops or anything like that, for like 15 minutes. Gets us all the way out to the Aeronautical Space Museum. And I'm looking around and I'm like, why am I here? So I checked ChatGPT and it's like, oh, it's a lot of green space. And I'm like, ugh. So we're like, no, that's a bus. We're not doing that. And so it took me back on the parkway and started going back where I came from. And I'm like driving along. I'm like, oh my God, I drove all the way out there just for the Aeronautical Space Museum. I'm like, what the hell? So we get all the way back to the start of the parkway, and the map says, all right, so go up here and make a U-turn and get on the parkway. And I'm like, what? I just came off the parkway. So I checked the map, and sure enough, yeah, it wants me to go back on the parkway and this time go past the Aeronautical Museum. So I must have gotten on the parkway the wrong way, although I did follow the map. I always do. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, so back on the parkway, 15 minutes again, go past the Aeronautical Museum. And where did we end up going there after that? I don't know, I guess at some point eventually we got to Parliament. And so I just parked in the same parking lot that I parked in the day before. But good news, after 3 p.m., it's only $6 for the whole night. Like until literally like 6 a.m. Yeah, I could have slept there. But yeah, $6. The day before when I parked there at like noon or 11 o'clock, it was $5 for half an hour, and I paid like 10 bucks, and we weren't even really there for a whole hour. So this was like great. So we're like, no rush at all to get back to the car. We went and walked down Sparks Avenue, sat and had my little sandwich, talked to some museum people. They said, yes, I could bring Avery in as long as he's a service animal. And I, of course, was like, yes, he is a service animal. So yeah, so we're going to plan that in the next couple of days. That was an immersive experience where you kind of learn what it's like to be in the Parliament without actually being in the Parliament, because the Parliament right now is under construction. And I'll show you a video of that in a minute. But yeah, so we walked down Sparks, and Sparks is just this street that they've closed off to traffic. It's only people are allowed walking along. There's a lot of restaurants and sitting areas and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was fine. It was just, you know, like we didn't stop or anything like that. We just kind of walked around and looked around and enjoyed the weather, because the weather was perfect now. Because of that rain, the temperature dropped like 10 degrees. It was in early 20s, and it was gorgeous, and it was overcast, so there wasn't even a lot of sun, so it was very nice. So yeah, walked all the way down to the end, found the tour bus stops and stuff, so that's good. I knew where that was because I was thinking about doing the hop on hop off, or maybe there was one where you actually go out on the water, which was kind of cool, and they let dogs, so I might do that one. It was like 60 bucks or something for that one, but the hop on hop off was like 50, so what the hell. And I think Avery could probably go on the hop on, hop off, but going on the water is kind of cool. So I might do that one. But anyhow, yeah, and then we just walked back along Parliament Street, up Parliament Hill, walked past all the buildings and stuff like that, saw some statues and some eternal flame. I took a video of it, but I didn't look it up or anything. I just thought, oh, this looks like it's important. So videotaped that, and then eventually we got back to the car and headed back to the trailer. Stopped and picked up, you know, some cheese and watermelon and you know, some food, and then come back to the trailer and just relax. And then of course it rained again last night, so Avery was all discombobulated. He's having such a hard time settling in because it's raining every night. I mean, I'll take him out in the evening and I'm like, okay, it's 10:30, like, go pee so we can go to bed. And he's like, okay, and he'll go out and he'll look around and he's like, nope, turn around and come back inside again. I'm like, all right, then you're gonna have to hold it all night. And he will. He'll just hold it all night. He won't pee until the next morning at like 8:30 in the morning or something when I get up and I'm like, okay, let's go out. And even then he's kind of like, eh. I worry about that little boy. He's just not settling. So, but that's the rain. But I mean, if it was raining back home, he would be discombobulated there too. So, can't do anything about that. So anyhow, yeah, today is Canada Day. So double checked my route. I'm going to be taking the city bus. It's going to take an hour to get there, which is fine. Avery's going to have to stay home, so he's going to have to stay here at the trailer, which is fine. It's fairly cool. I'll have the fans going for air circulation, the windows open and all that, because of course he'll be in here for a few hours. Because if I leave here at, it's like 9:20 now, if I leave here at 10, I have to take the car and go and park it at the car park and then get on the bus. It'll take about an hour. If I'm there for, I mean, I won't be back until like 3 in the afternoon. So, and I'm debating on going back in the evening. We'll see. But yeah, so he'll be in here for a few hours and he'll survive. I mean, he's not normally left alone for very long, but he'll be fine. I'll have water, I'll put some food out, he won't eat it, but he'll be fine for several hours. And I mean, if he has an accident, he has an accident. He won't, but he might. I don't know, can't get him to pee to save my life. But anyhow, yeah, so that's the plan. So we're off now to Canada Day, and I'll put some videos in here now at the end to show you things I saw when we were out walking yesterday, and one video of us at Rideau Canal. Well, the rain stopped, so we're out, and right now we are at the Rideau Canal. Yeah, you can read that. The Rideau Canal, and I'm assuming this is the one that freezes over in the winter and becomes like a giant ice skating rink. I believe so. And if that's true, holy cow, that is the biggest ice rink I've ever seen in my life. Cool. All right, so I stopped at apparently Rock Cliff Lookout Point. It's a vista or something, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, all right, well, let's stop and see what it is. It was on my thing. It's nothing. It's water. It's a big view of water, and that's it. Whoop, whoop, boring.